Hello guys, my name is Ben, and this is a new video. My English is so bad, but I hope you understand me. Well, subscribe to my channel and enjoy watching this video. Let's go! In this season, Love Lopes it is a story of a homebody changing from nobody to somebody. He has seldom female friends, but meets 5 girls in one day later. On the same day, the 5 girls all confess to him, one of whom is a new teacher at his school. Afterward, they consistently live in his house. The life of the main protagonist cannot be described as happy, it is extremely happy. Before going to school Asahi, the main protagonist watches a divination show. According to the soothsayer's words, today is Asahi's lucky day and he'll gain good luck from 5 likely objects. From the moment Asahi goes out, the prophecy comes true. He runs into the cute girl, Aoi. In a corner, their intimate gestures make only feel a bit shy, and this runs away in a hurry. And that moment, Asahi finds that he has left something behind and picks it up thinking that she will return in the next time. When he meets her after that in the empty tram, Asahi meets a beauty man for her overly intimate behavior frightens, and he tries hard to break free. However, he accidentally touches her body, which causes her to mistake him as a pervert and teaches him a lesson. And this time the tram arrives at the stop in time, and Asahi quickly runs away. When he is about to leave the tram stop, he meets another girl. On the landing, Karin, she jumps into Asashi's arms and they fall to the ground. The banana that he carries with him causes a misunderstanding, and he is beaten again later. Asahi encounters other incidents, one after another, but none of them can be described, as luckily he was first mistaken by a girl named Amelia as a thief of underwear, and then he was attacked by a dog because of a person named Lily. When he finally comes to his senses, he is late for school. After sneaking into the classroom, Asahi is surprised to find the Mongfa is the new teacher of his class, and at the same time he sees 4 new students in the class who are the same group of people he has just met, knowing that what happened in the morning is ridiculous. Asahi tries to make a face so that no one would recognize him. However, it doesn't work. The upset boy Asahi then receives an anonymous letter asking him to meet after school. He is curious about who puts the letter. At the moment he meets Ali again around the corner. All I ask initially if he has picked up anything. Asahi traces back to the morning. As he plans to return her belongings to Aoi, he accidentally pulls out Amy's underwear, which he picked up before Aoi is convinced that he is a pervert with an underwear fetish and slaps him. Asahi, who has been misunderstood all along, goes to get his meal, feeling blue and confused. He learns that Karin, the yellow-haired girl he meets in the morning, does not get her lunch and offers to give her the banana. He prepares for lunch. Karin thinks of the abnormality of Asahi on the morning and realizes that she has misjudged Asahi. After that, Karin thanks him awkwardly for them. On the misunderstandings between Asahi and his classmates are cleared up one by one, except for Aoi. Asahi feels relieved. Thinking of the anonymous letter, he decides to go to the appointed place, only to find that the person who witnessed the letter is Aoi. She wants to confess her love to Asahi. Here's at the moment a gust of wind blows up all his skirt, which makes a scene you realize what she has left in her underwear. Always doesn't notice that it's getting a bit weird between her and Asahi. She continues to express her love for Asahi, but it all happened so suddenly that Asahi needs some time to think about. And this moment she finally realizes the embarrassment and runs away. Shyly, after always leaves Lilia, and Mongfa separately find Asahi, who also come to confess to him. Mongfa is courageous directly, kissing Asahi, which frightens him to run away. But it doesn't end. There Karin stops Asahi in a wedding dress next second and wants to be his bride. She takes Asahi to a hotel. Without getting a response from Asahi, Asahi completely breaks down. Now he can only lie to Karin that he wants to kiss her and ask her to close her eyes, and then he runs away. Suddenly, a girl with a mask appears on the side of the road and asks Asahi to help fill out the questionnaire. Asahi finds that the questionnaire has become a marriage application. Seeing that the plan is brought to light, the girl takes her mask off, and it is Amy who also wants to marry Asahi. Asahi is thinking of going home and getting calmer from all these happenings, but when he opens the door, the 5 person who hit on him shows up in the house. They play an audio recording, which is from his father saying that all these people are bridal candidates chosen by Asahi's father for Asahi. They come from all over the world and will be temporarily living in Asahi's home. Asahi can live with them for a while and choose the person he wants to get married to. Ilya, as the boy is also included. Soon after, Asahi finds that his home had been expanded and that there is enough space for everyone to move in. The 5 person then make nice dinner for Asahi and all want to feed him. When he intends to take a shower, Karen wants to go to the restroom with him, but is kicked away by him. The smart girl Amelia is already in the bathtub waiting for Asahi, but Asahi sees through her disguise. Asahi tries to take a good rest after the bath when he finally gets back to his room, only to find out that Manka is hiding in a ceiling. He is pissed off that calls everyone to accuse them of what they do. Asahi can do anything with these homeless people, but leaves them home alone. Always catches up with Asahi and told him that the reason all of them want to possess him. In the end, he is a person who can change their fates. He apologizes to Asahi and begs him to go home. Asahi gets soft-hearted and agrees to go home with a smile on his face. Aoi can't help shedding tears. When she sees the smile on Asahi's face, it reminds her of something. Asahi panics, thinking that he has made Aoi cry. He doesn't say too much, but gets home with Asahi. When Asahi just wakes up from his bed, he finds Amelia playing around in his quill. He wants to stamp the marriage application with his toy, and it seems that Amelia has really tried every method to marry Asahi. Compared to Amelia, who screams around Aoi, prepares breakfast for everyone. Only in the morning, virtuously in this family, she seems to be more like the lady of the house, always carefully arranging everyone's daily routine. Ollie writes down everyone's name. With ketchup on their breakfast, Amelia snatches Asahi's breakfast and insists on writing his name. Amelia is an international student from the United States. She rarely practices writing kanji, so her writing is not that good in class. The teachers ask the students to take turns writing kanji. Karin, a German student, does an excellent job. Amelia is the only ones who make a typo. What's worse, the teacher suggested that there will be a kanji test next week after class, but before solving this problem, Amelia wants to have lunch with Asahi. To get closer, Asahi has already fled to the rooftop with his friend Yoshiko, and he doesn't want his precious lunch break to be taken up by the bright candidate. Yoshiro is the only one in the class who knows about Asahi's life. He doesn't understand why Asahi avoids his cute companions, and he says enviously that Asahi can have all his lovely food, while he can only eat cold sandwich. Asahi notices that the food always has prepared is filled with his favorite food, but here comes the doubt he has never revealed. What food he is into soon his attention is drawn to something else at night. Amelia has been hiding in the room and refuses to come out. He comes to the door of Amelia's room out of the concern and hears a serious or seductive voice coming from the room. After listening carefully, he realizes that she is reading something weird. Asahi pushes the door and interrupts Amelia's, ready only to learn that Amelia just wants to get a good grade in the next week's exam. She also wants to learn the language used by Asahi as soon as possible. Asahi is touched by Amelia and brings Amelia to the library to teach her. Angie pensioner Amelia has been reading too many bad books before, so she can often write some uncommon words, but she is not familiar with the common. Once she goes the extra mile to achieve her goals, spending all her free time studying in kanji in the library or in her room. When studying in the library, one Asahi out of the being concerned about Amelia tells her that it's okay to not to study so hard. Amelia feels aggrieved when she hears that she lets out tears and says that it will be meaningless if she doesn't work on it so hard. She wants to learn the language that Asahi uses so badly. Amelia runs back home and hides in the room without even having dinner. Asahi enters Amelia's room and tries to console her. Amelia reveals her thoughts while crying. She knows that Asahi sympathizes with her, but she is eager to do it well, and she doesn't want to take the good willing. She also has been so conflicted about herself. Asahi stops for self-deprecation, expressing that he appreciates Amelia's effort. After saying these words, Asahi pats Amelia's head soothingly. He pulls out a mini book full of knowledge points he has recorded for Amelia. What Asahi does moves Amelia, and she finally laughs again, and this time others are hiding outside the door to eavesdrop. As soon as Asahi opens the door, they all fall to the ground. They are worried that Amelia will be favored by Asahi. In the next few days, Amelia redoubles her studies. She has posted kanji all over the house to help her master. Then her hard work finally pays off. On the following exams, Amelia's grades improve significantly. She says that there is still a lot of room for improvement in her grades, but she is actually very happy with the result. At this moment, Asahi looks at the food prepared by Amelia with his name written in ketchup, and he smiles his emotions. Toward Amelia has changed from resistance to acceptance time, but time after this, their life temporarily comes back to normal, until several bridal candidates win a group hot spring trip in a street. Raffle they excitedly take Asahi to the hot spring, in the only one who was anxious about the trip, Azelia, who was actually a girl. The reason why she excuses herself as a boy is that her father asked her to live as a boy before he died. When they arrive at the hot spring, in the first problem Lilia encounters is the allocation of rooms. All the girls want to live with Asahi. He eventually decides that he and Ilya, the two boys, will live in one room. When Asahi is separated from the girls, he obviously gets relaxed a lot. He has frequent physical contact with Ilya, as he does with good male friends. Ilya is shy. She has to endure. It's because she knows that this is a normal way for boys to get along. Girls want to play table tennis, and they ask Ilya and Asahi to be referees. They all play well, and Mongfa plays the best. Not long after she ends the game with a smash which shatters Karin's clothes and hurts Asahi. Later they plan to go to the hot springs. As the procedure requests, everyone has to clean themselves up before going to the hot spring. Asahi takes the lead to undress himself in the dressing room and enters the men's bedroom. Ilya is too afraid of exposing herself to move, and this time she notices the Tengu mask on the side and comes up with an idea. She hides the Tengu mask in a bath towel to make herself look like a man, and then lies that she is hairy and doesn't want to be seen. Asahi offers to rub Ilya's back. During the process, he discovers that Ilya's skin is smooth and has no body hair. When he tells his doubts, Ilya changes the topic and offers to help him rub his back. She touches Asahi on the back, and her heart races to ease the tension. Ilya takes Asahi to the sauna. Ilya can take the heat of the sauna soon, as she hears Asahi laments that being able to endure the heat is a symbol of masculinity, worrying that she will expose her true gender. She decides to stick with it after. While Asahi cannot stand the heat and rushes into the indoor hot spring, Ilya takes the opportunity to walk into the open air hot spring and then loosens the bath towel by accident, causing the bath towel to be blown away by the wind. A moment later, Asahi comes over to check on Ilya, which makes Ilya completely panic. She quickly puts on the Tengu mask. Meanwhile, the girls climb up the wall to appreciate it as of his figure. They and Asahi seen an astonishing scenes. A Tengu loudly declare this is her territory, shocking the girls. Then they fall to the ground, and Asahi flees to the indoor hot spring in fright, calling out to Ilya. In worry, Ilya seizes the change to run over with a new bath towel. Just when she thinks everything is going well, she suddenly slips and becomes unconscious. The bath towels and Tengu mask fly out. When Ilya wakes up on the bed, she sees Asahi by her side. Realizing that her identity has been exposed, Asahi apologizes for his previous offensive behaviors, and Ilya quickly says that it was her disguise that caused the misunderstanding. After that, she reveals why she pretends to be a boy. Asahi gently hugs her as a comfort, encouraging her to be her true self. His body temperatures warns Ilya, and in an instant, a little boy who looks a lot like Asahi appears in her mind, which seems to be related to her memories. Later, the girls excitedly tells Asahi and Ilya that they had seen Tengu in the hot springs yesterday. Ilya instantly blushes, and Asahi smiles. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please subscribe to my channel. Well, you have been with you. See you later.